Oh, we got a car stopping. Oh, he's getting going again. What is happening? Hey guys, this is Mike Jones and welcome to the second race of the 1955 WASCAR Racing Series. And this is the second race out of 45, and this is the track we're at, Palm Beach International Raceway. It's supposed to be a dirt track, but this is the only track left. I guess they built this over the old dirt track area. So yeah, we got 10 turns today. It takes about 2 minutes, and we shortened it down to a 30 lap race instead of 50. And let's hear the announcement.
Drivers, start the engine!
Simmons is on the pole after having a decent race. Maxwell Jackson in second. And we got Rudolph in third. Gary Jones, Murray. Tommy John's going to try to bounce back after blowing up last race. Jeremiah Washington, Lucas Bell, Michael Roy Jones, and Lamar the Third are going to round out your top 10. Big difference in qualifying speeds. It looks like the top 3 should be pretty fast. It's going to be those guys battling for the win, it looks like. 36 cars today. Jensen's team looks pretty slow. This is a track that requires fast cars, I think, because the top speeds are really fast compared to what we normally are used to. So you're going to be able to see who has the better cars, even though this is a road course. So we're about to get into it. 30 laps today. We're expecting 3 cautions. Let's see how it goes. I don't know what Jackson's doing, but he needs to catch up. The pace car might be a little bit too fast. 55 miles per hour pace car. But if I would have, it's making them actually have to catch up to it. It's probably going to make their starts a little bunched out already. Uh-oh, Price having trouble. Wasn't he the one that had trouble last race at the start? Oh my goodness. He might be okay. He might be okay. If there's a caution early, he might be okay to catch back up if he gets going before the green flag comes out, which it's probably pretty soon. Yes, it is. One more big turn, or one more sharp turn, and then we'll be going green. 30 laps. And Simmons on the pole. Who else we got here? We got Tommy Johns and that blue car. All of these white and purples all on the same team. We got a couple different teams. We got Pringles Mans. Then we got a few others. A lot of drivers we haven't seen yet this series. And a lot of drivers we have. Hopefully Howard can make up for getting spun last race. Pace car is off. Simmons gonna lead them off to the races. Holy cow, guys. I'm ready for this. I have no idea really what to expect. I did a little bit of testing on it, but not much. I expect 3 cautions. That's about it. Green flag is out. Simmons gonna try to lead him off here. Maxwell Jackson gonna try to get there. For some reason, the pole sitter starts on the right, but the first turn's left, but I guess the second turn's right, so I guess it's kind of even. But I think the pole sitter should probably be on the inside line, but it's okay. Maxwell Jackson's now got the lead. These cars are they look pretty slow, but they go up to like almost 90 miles per hour sometime. That's dangerous in these things. This is a dangerous track. Concrete walls, which weren't even a thing back then. Whoa, Rudolph's trying to make his way through the pack. He just passed Gary Jones. Battle for the lead between Simmons and Jackson. Rudolph trying to get in on the action here. So far, it's been close, but it is a 30-lap race, and we're probably only halfway done with lap 1. Ooh, Rudolph's getting pretty close. Really close. Is he going to try to get in the back of Jackson? He's going to push Jackson to get him the lead is what he's going to do. Pushes Jackson with a big push there. And with that help, it lets them both pass Simmons. There's Simmons struggling out of that corner. Jackson going to try to lead the first lap. He didn't even start pole. Oh, but here comes Simmons back, trying to make a pass going into this turn. Oh, man, and he's going to late brake a little bit, and that's going to allow him to get past Rudolph. So far, it's close. Rudolph gets a run coming out of the corner, but then they have another corner. Oh my goodness. Here comes Simmons on the outside. That car is a lap down. He's changing tires, by the way. The guy in the pits, Price. He's going to have another struggling day. Simmons leads lap 1 barely. Barely leads lap 1. That was close. In fact, Jackson had a faster lap somehow. Simmons was able to come back and lead the lap. Nobody's really broken away from the pack, though. Still really close. Between the leaders, at least. You can see the slower cars really start to spread out. Especially towards the back. There's Price coming out of the pits. Like the last place car of Brothers, he's 25 seconds off the pace after lap 1. That's insane. So we might see cars get out lapped in about 4 laps. So by lap like 5, we'll probably see people getting a lap down. Simmons already getting a pretty big lead. Jackson was passed by Rudolph at some point. Here comes Murray trying to pass his teammate of Gary Jones. Murray is the points leader. I forgot to talk about that. Hopefully I throw the points on the board earlier before the race starts. But Murray is the points leader by 10 over his teammate Bell, who is so far has gotten passed by a few people. He's back to 7th. Bell actually owns the team. Oh, here comes Rudolph. Rudolph, I think, is going to be a really good road racer. Just because of how he is. I'm not sure if his car is really good or if him as a driver is really good. But he's going to go for the pass. No, he's not quite going to go for the pass yet. It's still pretty close. Maxwell Jackson behind them is 4th in points. So, I'm going to have to see how he does. But I don't expect the points battle to be very close for the first few races. Or first few seasons, just because I doubt everybody is going to do all 45 races. So if somebody just shows up to all 45, they might become the champion. It might not be the best driver. But it is a lot of work showing up to all the tracks, I guess. Shaw making his first appearance this season. He's actually teammates with Maxwell Jackson. And obviously he's not as good of a driver, it doesn't seem like, because they basically have the same car and he's way back here. So Maxwell Jackson might actually be a good driver. Huston Higgins trying to pass him on the outside. Got one of the Herrick brothers. 2 of them. The other brother's still not in the race. Oh, yes, he is. All 3 Herrick brothers are in the race today. I just can't wait to lap traffic. Rudolph's still on the back of the 54 of Simmons here, and Simmons was looking pretty strong until the end of last race. Was Rudolph even in the last race? I don't remember now. Yeah, he was. He's 7th place in points, so maybe he's not as good on dirt, but maybe he's good at asphalt. We'll just have to see. But it's going to be interesting for sure. He takes a way wide route there. Oh, here comes a pass. Gary Jones for 3rd. Speaking of passing, Tommy John's trying to make his way up and make up for the fact that his car blew up last race. I believe he's an owner driver. Jackson does get passed by Gary Jones. Gary Jones trying to prove something over his teammates because he did the worst out of all his teammates. Oh, no, wait. Maybe he didn't. No, he did not. Simmons actually did out of all his teammates last race. That's why Simmons is winning the race. He's trying to prove something. After 4 laps, or after 3 laps complete, they were 37 seconds back to probably even more than that. Probably just haven't even passed the finish line yet. They haven't yet. Oh no, Howard's in the pits. I don't know if he's trying to short pit the race or what, but he was running kind of decent. And they're losing about 10 seconds a lap for the back of the pack there. Maxwell Jackson was able to get by Murray. Does he have enough to get by Gary Jones? Still got a battle for the lead going on too. Rudolph and the leader, Simmons, both already checked out. I think one of those two cars are going to be the cars to beat. The question is which one. As we continue to look through the field, we got Jeremiah Washington in the 45. He's a driver that I think is going to be a really good driver. I'm not sure how good his team is. Maybe this is a driver track. These cars, the Bell cars, would be really, really lucky if they have 4 good drivers. We do know for a fact, though, that Shaw's just straight up not as good as Jackson at the moment. At least Jackson trying to make a move for 3rd. These guys have been battling so far all the time. And boom, lap complete. And they are falling off the pace. Them working or working trying to get by each other is really hurting each other. To the pack of the leaders, that's for sure. Simmons still the leader, by the way. Who has the fastest lap? Rudolph has the fastest lap. What is Rudolph's first name? Eugene Rudolph. And it makes sense. He is an aggressive driver too, so I'm surprised he hasn't dove bomb for a pass yet. Here comes Gary Jones, or Murray actually, trying to pass Gary Jones. Is Gary Jones falling back? Here comes Tommy Johns trying to make the pass now. Gary Jones looks like he's fallen back. Does he have a problem with his car? Did he have to back up? Was it overheating? Maybe not. Here it goes back by Johns. Johns not able to make the pass. And while those guys are working to try to get past each other, Maxwell Jackson and Murray are able to take off. Are we going to see lap traffic soon? No, it takes about 2 minutes, so never mind, I was wrong. We will see lap traffic probably by lap 10, though. By lap 8, maybe. These guys are taking about 1:52 a lap, and the back of the pack's taking about 2 minutes and 5 or 3 seconds. Holy cow. So they're just way off the pace back there. Here comes Murray back for a pass on Maxwell Jackson. Then we got Gary Jones behind him. This pack behind them isn't too far back, and if these guys keep battling, that third pack is going to catch up. Murray is able to make the pass on Jackson here. And I wonder how much more time they just lost battling each other again. Another 2 seconds. That's really going to hurt them. Maybe that's why Rudolph isn't trying to make the pass on Simmons yet. Maybe he knows if he just stays behind Simmons, they're going to get really far away, and then he can make the pass later and not have to worry about racing other people. But if this does go green, pit crews really are going to have to work hard. I think there is one pit stop they're going to have to do for fuel, so they'll probably change tires and everything. But that one pit stop is going to be very important, especially how long it's going to take. Whoever has the fastest pit crew is going to save them valuable time, and possibly even if there's some strategy involved, it's going to save them valuable time. Rudolph's still not making a move yet. I'm very surprised by that. Gary Jones looking to try to make a move on Jackson. Tommy John's right behind Gary Jones. Is there any other moves going on anywhere else? Robert Allen looking on Pringles Man for the top 10 position. Pringles Man hasn't been doing that bad. In fact, he's 9th place in points. 10th place in the race. That's actually not going to be bad for him. Howard. Sugar Cookie trying to make up for getting spun last race after having possibly an engine problem. He went a few laps down having to fix his car and get towed back to the pits. He ain't doing very strong today. I don't know why. Unless he has another issue today, I expected him to keep up with the same cars that were doing good last race. Maybe it was just a one-off race where he had a fast car. But he's right behind Jesse Hurrick, who seems to be the best out of the Hurrick family. She's in 17th right now. Or 18th. She got passed by Blair Bryant that lap. Pumpernickel in the 95 and Lollycoken. Some weird names battling it out for 21st. So there is a lot of battles and passing going on here. James trying to pass. James was actually a pretty fast car last race. He's 24th today. And Cray, I believe, was the pole sitter last race. He's fighting to stay up here. Fighting to stay in 28th position. He's actually getting past Amir Cray. But who knows? They could be good dirt track drivers, but struggle on road courses. This is kind of just a different type of track, you know. David Herrick back in 34th. In fact, his brother passed him. I don't know if David's off the pace or not. The leaders still have a big lead over everybody, over a minute over the back of the pack, and you can actually see them. They're probably going to go lap down a couple laps. I expect pit stops to probably be around lap 15 just to split it, but who knows, they might try to go a whole fuel run, which might make it farther than that, I'm not sure. Murray, Jackson, Jones, and John's all still in the same row. John's fallen back slightly. He's going to have to work pretty hard to keep it up there. These guys all still battling with each other. Lamar fell back off the pack from Allen and Pringles man up there. Shaw trying to make a pass by Agans, and I think Agans actually passed Shaw this lap, or last lap. Two blue cars going at it. I think they're the same type of car too. I'm not sure. But he wasn't able to make the move. We got a couple more teammates here. I believe these are Mike Bryant Racing, or Mike Bryant Motorsports cars. Anyway, Mike Bryant's team, who is Blair Bryant's dad. Speaking of the Bryants, where is the other Bryant? How good does he do? In the 09 car, he's back in 27th. Did he race last race? Because I don't remember. No, he did not. Welford did, and Welford got 9th place last race. Welford's not in this race because he has the same number, 09. So Brian Bryant in the 09 is able to take it today. Howard's struggling today. I thought he would do a little better than this. Ooh, I think give him one more lap. I think maybe 2 laps to outlap the back of the pack, but it's getting close. These guys, nobody's passing anybody now. They're all just kind of straight lining it. I don't see anybody making any passes lately, actually. I think Bones might have passed Brian. Sugar Cookies trying to get better positioning than he's in. He really needs to go to top 20. Lollycoken and Pumpernickel still racing each other. Wilkinson and James both fell off the pace from them. Those 4 were in a pack. We got Peter Petty in 25th. Sean Stevens in the 67. Brian Bryant. Price, who actually has made up a lot of positions. Remember, this guy was in the pits on lap 1. I guess he didn't go a lap down. I thought he did. That was somebody else in the pits the second time. And he's already made it past a few cars. He might actually be pretty fast. But he's still going to need a caution to help him out. Mir Cray, Hagan Jones. He's actually way faster than his teammate because he had to chase down the field. And still somehow make it up there, you know. You can see them. They can see the lap cars across the fence. Oh, Rudolph took the lead. I didn't even notice that, but here comes Simmons back for the lead. Rudolph didn't even get to lead a lap. Simmons is going to have a better line coming out of this corner, but will he get the pass? Simmons, I believe, has led every lap so far this race, unless Maxwell Jackson might have led a lap. Simmons going to take the lead and not allow Rudolph to lead a lap today. Oh my goodness. And them battling might have allowed this backpack. Never mind, Jackson's battling for third again. I don't think he's going to be able to make the pass, though. Murray's going to stay out in front. And that might give a little boost to Gary Jones here. I believe they will outlap traffic this lap. Oh, yeah, right now. Jensen will be the first car to go a lap down. Everybody's been in the race still, which is interesting because we've completed about 9 laps. You guys should let me know in the comments who you think is going to win this race. Do you think it's going to be one of these two, or do you think some upset's going to happen out of nowhere? You never know. And now that we got lap traffic that's really slow, it's really going to start hurting these guys, as they might hit them coming out of a corner or something. It might cause a wreck. At the moment, though, they got by Jensen pretty easily. Now they got to go by his teammate of Brothers. Oh, brother. They got to pass Brother soon. Maxwell Jackson still trying really hard to get by Murray, but it just isn't going to happen at the moment. Murray coming off of a win at Williams Grove. It was a really good race, too. Might make the dirt track racing look more realistic starting the next one, but might not, so we'll just have to see. Oh, Rudolph could use the lap car to slow down Simmons. Is that going to help him take the lead and lead his first lap? Simmons going to force it 3 wide. That's dangerous. Simmons really does not want Rudolph to lead a lap, and I don't think he's going to let him. He forces it coming out of the corner, and Simmons continues his lead. Holy cow, Rudolph is right there, though. He knows what it takes to take the lead. He just hasn't quite been able to do it. He knows that they got a big enough lead over the back of the pack, or the second place, to even not have to worry about them catching up. Simmons took off, though. Hurrick is going to be the next one to go lap down in probably the end of this lap or so. Nobody making any moves that I know of. Pringles man was able to get by Allen, it looks like. Here comes Howard trying to get by Shaw for 14th. Howard actually had to catch this pack of these 2 cars. And I think he'll get by him too. It looks like his straight line speed is better as he zooms past. And here comes Howard. Is it gonna get it because they got a left turn? Ooh, he's going to have to finish him off right now, and he does. 30 carb. Shaw's trying the other side, trying to cross him over. That did not work. Bones was able to get by Bryant. Sugar Cookie able to get by both of these guys. He's up to 18th. At 12 car Price still passing all these cars. He's up to 26th now. And now the leaders are up to the back of the 50 or 77 car. Rudolph once again using lap traffic to take the lead. It ain't gonna work though, is it? Oh, he's gonna force it 3 wide through the middle. No, he's not. He's stuck behind him. But Rudolph is going to take the lead. But is he gonna lead the lap? Here comes Simmons on the outside. Rudolph finally leads a lap. Simmons gets stuck behind a lap car. Now that Rudolph finally clears Simmons, is he going to be able to run away, especially with a lap car between them? Ooh, Rudolph might actually be in a good position now, as Simmons still stuck behind the 77 of Hurrick. He should have passed him when he had those passing zones, but just didn't want to force it 3 wide too early, I guess, and it might cost him. He'll pass him on the outside, though. All of these guys were able to pass Jensen. Now they got to pass Brothers in the 7. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for them to outlap the next car, but it's probably going to be a lap or so. I don't know how much time Simmons lost there. But here comes Murray and Jackson trying to outlap Brothers. Are they going to catch him in a good spot to do so? That is the question, and I think so. Murray's making the pass. Jackson's probably going to follow suit. Try to stay right on the bumper of Murray if he can. Ooh, Jensen got a good run coming out of that corner, but now he struggles as he goes all the way into the grass trying to force it. Tommy Johns was able to get by Gary Jones there. And now Tommy John's catching up. Does he finally found something? Oh, he's got a big run. He's got a big run. He wants in that top 5. Oh, he is in the top 5. He wants in that top 4. I don't know. Ooh, he slides up high. Here comes Gary Jones. Tommy John's making a mistake, possibly. But I don't know. Oh, yeah, that was definitely a mistake. But I think he'll be able to hold on to his position. But Gary Jones going to try to make the pass. We're almost halfway home. Murray, Jackson. Hurrick looks off the pace. I don't know if he's just slow or just whatever. Oh, they were able to outlap 2 more cars by that time. Jeez. Somehow we've went green the whole race. I have no idea how we went green the whole time. They got more lap traffic coming for these guys. And Gary Jones was able to make the pass on Tommy Johns. I can't believe these 4 are right with each other. And the leaders are still right with each other almost. Except for Simmons is falling back. He's got to hope Rudolph gets caught up behind lap traffic. We got Hagan, Jones, and Cray. And Bryant probably going to go down a lap the next lap. Howard's trying to make a pass on Stevens. He's like, I don't want to go lap down. Rudolph's so much faster than these guys. Almost 10 miles per hour. Zoomed straight past him. He made it look easy outlapping those cars. And now Simmons going to struggle to get back caught up to him. Now he's got to... That was the best place to pass. This is going to hurt Simmons. Rudolph's going to take a huge lead. Simmons going to force it 3 wide through the middle, but he gets the door slammed. Oh, man. He's able to pass Amir Cray, but is he able to get by Hagan Jones? He's got to make the pass now. He thought about it, but then he didn't think about it. I don't know why he didn't make the pass. Rudolph's just going to take off. Simmons stuck behind lap traffic. That is going to kill his momentum. Hurrick going a lap down. These other 2 are not able to make it by him before then, so it's going to split up the pack again. Simmons was able to make it past, but he did lose a lot of ground on the leader of Rudolph. Rudolph's looking at Bryant now. Battle for third once again. Does Maxwell Jackson have what it takes? And I think he finally does. Maxwell Jackson is now in third. I was going to say if we have any special long run cars, but it looks like the same people that were good at the beginning of the race are the ones that are good at the long run also. Which is probably Rudolph and Simmons. Oh, here's the big long straightaway where Rudolph is going to get a huge boost. Passes Bryant, and once again Simmons not in the right position. And this is going to probably hurt him because it's going to be harder for him to get by Bryant now. Are we going to go green the whole way? Rudolph's got a couple more cars to outlap. Jackson, Murray both passed these guys, and lap traffic's really splitting the field. Here comes Murray for third. Ooh, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Is Jackson going to be able to hold him off on the outside? I think Murray's going to get a better run coming out of this corner, though. I could be wrong, but I could also be right. And yes, Murray has a better run, and it might be enough to take the lead. And it is. Or take third. Rudolph's passing these lap cars on the outside line. And he's got 3 cars between him and second place now. And that's Price that went a lap down, who I'm pretty sure was the car changing tires at the beginning of the race. Maybe he got it going before they started. I don't know. Howard looking to go a lap down now, as he's going to try to put a fight on the leader of Rudolph here. No cars have taken pit stops yet. I expect pit stops at some point. We make it halfway home at the end of this lap. Rudolph is able to pass the 79 car. Next is Peter Petty, whose teammate, Peter Cheeks, did not make the race today, I don't think. Oh no! Jensen's car looks like it's quitting. Is he out of gas? This might cause a caution. Depends on if he stops in the middle of the track or not. Oh, he's getting it going again. I don't know what's going on with Jensen here. He's obviously got some kind of engine problem or something going on here. Maybe he's given up hope in this race. He knows he's in last place. I don't know what's going on with him, but I know he's pitting this lap. He has to. But he's back up to speed now. Whatever the issue was, it looks like he got it going. But still no pit stops as Rudolph continues to lead. Simmons had a faster lap than Rudolph that time, but he's so far back now. 3.5 seconds. It's going to take a few more laps of faster laps to catch back up. Rudolph's got the clean air so far till he catches the 24 Peter Petty, though, and that's a problem for him. Murray's in front of Jackson, and they got lap cars. Murray in the 2, trying to make a move. I just don't think it's going to happen. Maxwell Jackson's like, I'm going to try to make a move here. Hagan, Jones, and Cray trying to put 2 more cars in front of them, apparently. These guys struggling to get by is really helping these other guys. Of Gary Jones really going to catch up. Maybe even Tommy Johns. Maybe even Lucas Bell. If they stay back behind these slower cars too long, Gary Jones definitely going to catch up. And they go for the pass. Ooh, but that might help Maxwell Jackson as the leader is outlapping Peter Petty right now. No, that hurt Maxwell Jackson. And here comes Gary Jones for 4th. Jackson stuck behind lap car. Gary Jones capitalizes on it on the straightaway, and he catches all the way up to his teammate of Terry Murray. Jackson stuck behind this lap traffic. It really hurt him. Still stuck behind him. He's trying to pass him on the outside now. That might have been a big mistake. He is going to lose that front pack, and Tommy Johns is probably going to catch him. Jensen is in the pits. He might have had a tire issue as he's changing tires. Leaders still haven't pit yet, which is insane. Rudolph still has a huge lead, and he actually made it bigger that lap. Simmons almost 4 seconds back. 1 lap car between them. They're not really that much off the pace, so I don't think their tires are really that wore out. Jensen comes back on the track. Pringlesman and Allen still battling for the top 10, but Pringlesman's just been able to sit up there in front of him. Lamar the third outlapping Hurrick. Bones versus Bryant, 2 teammates. They're going to be side by side. Bones in the 38 looks like he will easily clear him. Sugar Cookie's going to get by Jesse Hurrick. Wilkinson gonna pass James. Maybe not, maybe not. No pit stop still. I can't believe it. There's no way they're gonna go green the whole way. There's gotta be a caution. Somebody's car is gonna quit at some point anyway. Before too long, Gary Jones still struggling to get by his teammate. He had to pass a lap car of Bryant. Lucas Bell's got 2 lap cars in front of him before he could catch up to Tommy Johns. Is Jensen 2 laps down? Yes, he is. Holy cow. He's the only car that I know of that has taken a pit stop, though, so. But it was because he had troubles. There's something wrong with his car for sure. Oh! Neil Hurrick is blowing up. Looks like he should be able to make it to the pits, so we'll probably stay green. Oh, man, tough break for him. He was already having a tough enough day in 34th. That's probably going to end his day. Brothers is going to make the pass right now. Does he call it quits? Yes, he does. He blew a Piston. That's the first car out of the race. He will end up getting last place, most likely. Unless one of the other cars behind him, or the car behind him, has an issue. Rudolph's lead is looking way bigger now, as he still has a lot of clean air. He's going to have 2 lap cars to pass in a few laps. I just can't believe they haven't pit yet. They must be either going on a fuel run, or they might think about going green the whole race. That might be the issue. That might be the thing. Price trying to make it by Stevens for 27th. They're both a lap down. You got Murray and Jones behind him. I have a feeling, though, the first cars out of the leaders to pit are going to have that advantage. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem like tires are that important. Johns caught up to Jackson again, it looks like. Bell's getting close to catching up to Johns. Bell looks like he's been getting fast lately. He's been catching up, running faster laps. Washington and Jones been battling it out. Are there 2 Joneses on that team? Oh no, that's Bones. Bones in the 38. I was confused for a second. I was like, what the heck? There's too many Joneses and Owenses and everything. Rudolph caught up to lap traffic. Now he might be stuck. Is that going to hurt him? He's able to make the pass on Wilkinson in the best spot to pass. A big long straightaway. Looks like he's going to catch James. Is he going to make the pass before he hits the corner? Yeah, I think so. Wow. He almost hit 100 miles per hour. Next, he's got Pumpernickel. Simmons might have lost a ton of ground there. Rudolph might have passed a lot of cars. He went way faster than Simmons did there. Simmons used up all the stuff early, trying to hold him off. Lollycoken and Smith battling it out here. Isn't there another teammate of theirs that had a weird name? Oh, Pumpernickel. Pumpernickel fell back. Rudolph's going to outlap Pumpernickel this lap. It was pretty interesting at the beginning of the race. Here's a battle for the top 5. Tommy Johns is able to get by Maxwell Jackson. Maxwell Jackson trying to do decent, and he's in 4th in points. He actually got the pole last race. And so far, a pole sitter has not won a race, obviously. Simmons not looking to do it today. Rudolph, I believe, qualified second. He is definitely the dominant car, and we do need a caution for anybody else to have a chance, that's for sure. Howard gonna get by Shaw here because Shaw got stuck behind a lap car. Oh my goodness. More battles going on. Jesse Hurt trying to get by Crispy Cookie. Sugar Cookie. Lollycoke trying to get by Smith. Leader's gonna try to get by all of them and outlap them. We're coming to 10 laps to go at the line. I just love how there's battles everywhere, but the leaders are just like, not too bad. We're gonna outlap you anyways. I still don't think anybody else has taken a pit stop yet, which is just like insane to me. Murray's still ahead of Gary Jones, and Maxwell Jackson just got by Tommy Johns, who's stuck behind the lap car Price. That's going to help Lucas Bell catch up. Lucas Bell flying into that corner. He had 100 miles per hour. I think Lucas Bell's on the move. If a caution came out, it might be bad news. I think Lucas Bell might have found something in the track because he has caught the guys that he was never racing earlier. Of Tommy Johns, at least. Now he's stuck behind the lap car Price. He needs to make the move. They got a lap car between these two teammates. Higgin Jones battling Cray for 30th as they're a lap down. Pringles man 10th. Allen behind him hasn't been able to do anything about it. Nothing else really going on. That's not a battle either. There's a battle for 18th of Lollycoken and Hurrick. I think Lollycoken's going to get a big run coming into this corner. Ooh, lap traffic too as the leader outlaps him. Yep, I knew it. Lollycoken going for the pass. Here comes Rudolph trying to outlap everybody. Holy cow, he's got a lot of cars to pass here. He loves outlapping cars. It's just fun for him. Oh, man. And he's super aggressive driver, too. And that might be the difference maker. Him being aggressive might have made him push the car a little harder than Simmons. I'm not sure what kind of a driver Simmons is now that I think about it. Simmons is an aggressive driver, too. He also gets in fights. So, don't wreck him out. That's all I gotta say to that. Still struggling to get by these lap cars. Simmons actually has the clean air advantage at the moment. But then he's gonna have a disadvantage of all these lap cars he's gonna have to pass. Oh my goodness. Sugar Cookie gonna try to get in the 19th from Lollycoken. Gary Jones right behind Murray, but no passes made yet. Maxwell Jackson just in front of Tommy Johns as Lucas Bell still trying to catch up to them. Jeremiah Washington is in the pits. I think he's taking gas only. Yes, it was fuel only. Do they have enough fuel to make the race? They apparently didn't need tires. Now the question is, will the leaders pit? Is anybody going to go for it? I don't think there's any way. We got too many miles left. If somebody's already pitting, I could see Rudolph coming in one of these next 2 laps. Possibly this one. Here comes Rudolph to the pits. I wonder if anybody's going to stay out. Simmons is going to stay out. This might have been a bad time to stay out. Rudolph is going to pit. The question is, what is he going to do in the pits? If he changes tires and nobody else does, that might be a problem. But it looks like he's only adding gas. Hopefully his pit crew's faster at adding gas than the others. Ooh, that was a pretty quick pit stop. Simmons' only hope is to have a fast pit stop. That's all there is to it. He's got to get by all these lap cars, and it would have been a better time for him to pit. That was a great time for Rudolph to pit, right when all the lap traffic got heavy. His pit stop, he still came out in front of Murray and Jones. Tommy Johns was able to get by Maxwell Jackson. I don't think anybody else pit. Nobody else pit. Did Rudolph make a mistake? Or was it smart that he took a pit stop? I am not sure. The leader of Simmons might have a pretty big lead now. Hurrick just slid way off the track. I think he has an issue. Or she. Jesse Hurrick might have an issue. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see this lap if she pits. Looks like she's getting back up to speed. I see another car in the pits. That is Lamar the third. Here comes Blair Bryant and Nick Bones are both going to pit. Simmons is going to also pit. So yes, everybody's going to have to pit today. Nope, Jesse Hurd didn't have a problem. She must have just messed up in that corner. With that being said, what is Simmons going to do now? Is he just going to add fuel? That better be all it is, just to top off on fuel. He shouldn't need to add as much, but maybe. How fast is your pit stop going to be? This looks slower. He just got passed already. Oh no. Definitely a slower pit stop. Here comes his teammates trying to pass him. And that easily is going to give Rudolph the win unless a caution comes out. How are we going caution free? And how has everybody's car like lived besides the 76? Bones and Bryant still battling it out for 20th, it looks like. Simmons barely comes out in front of his teammates, and they still might have to pit. Oh, we got a car stopping. Oh, he's getting going again. What is happening? Are we under caution? Do we have any issues? No, we're green. Who was that having the issue there? I think that was Smith or James. That might have been Smith. Smith probably going to pit this lap. I'm not sure what happened to his car. Rudolph still outlapping more cars. I think Simmons and Rudolph were also the only two cars to lead laps, so it's going to help them out a lot. There goes Lollycoking in the pits. Bell still hasn't caught up to the pack. I thought he was faster than that. Murray and Jones are both pitting. Hopefully they can have faster pit stops than their teammate did. Tommy Johns is pitting. Maxwell Jackson stays out. Smart time to stay out if he can make it on fuel, just because of the fact that he has clean air. I think that's a big advantage. The best time to pit would probably be when you know you have lap traffic in front of you, just because you know they're going to slow you down. Yeah, I think that was a faster pit stop, but maybe not. How fast is Tommy Johns in the pits? All they're doing is adding fuel, so it shouldn't take too long. He gets out in the same position. Ooh, Lucas Bell's pit stop was faster. Way faster. Everybody else in the pits. Pringles man has been in front of Ellen the whole time, but is his pit crew going to get him out faster? That's the question. Yeah, that was really fast. Oh, but that was really fast for Allen, too. They're side by side battling it out, coming out of the pits. Looks like Pringles man is going to keep it. Everybody else starting to pit now. Huston Agins is pitting. Huge lead for Rudolph. It was a close race for the first half until Rudolph took the lead and just been dominating ever since. Simmons stuck behind all this lap traffic now. Oh my goodness. We got lap cars outlapping other lap cars, and this is actually a lot of battling, actually. Wilkinson is taking a pit stop. All those other guys are pitting. Simmons flies by all of them. Sugar Cookies in the pits. Maxwell Jackson taking his pit stop. Is he going to have a fast one? He's going to need it to stay out in front of Gary Jones or Lucas Bell or Murray. Let's see here. He started second, it looks like. So actually, the 88 car of Rudolph didn't even start in the front row. That was a fast pit stop. I think that was fast enough. We'll see where they're going to come out. Oh, no, not even close fast enough, actually. But he does come out in front of Jonez, who I believe might have been in front of him when he pit. So he did make a position. And it put him back in the top 5. Whoa, Howard goes wide. Peter Petty exiting the pits. Not really any battles going on that I know of. I'm going to keep looking for now. See if we have anything going on here. I think Lollycoken just passed these guys for position. I don't think Jesse Hurrick has taken a pit stop yet. Lollycoken has. So has Sugar Cookie. Getting closer and closer to the end of the race. It's been a long race. Holy cow. It's a good thing I shrunk it to 30 laps, because I think no matter what, wasn't going to be much of a battle at the end, at least. It's possible that these 3 cars might battle each other. Howard's just barely in front of Price. Trying to find a battle. Here we go. Allen right behind Pringles, man. They've been battling all day long. Never been able to make the move. Maybe when it gets closer to the end of the race, he could probably make a move. Who knows? Speaking of Allen, this is Robert Allen, by the way. He has a lot of potential to become a good race car driver. But he's also a pretty predictable driver. Like, he's always about the same. Pringles man, on the other hand, is very aggressive, and that should make him do better here, but so far he's getting past. Pringles man is gonna definitely force it. Look at him forcing it on that outside. He's not gonna let him get it, but he gets it anyways. Man, I really wanted one caution just to bunch up the field. Hagan Jones taking a pit stop. Dang, he was back in 30th already. Yikes. He's got a lot of work to do. Simmons trying to outlap all these cars. Howard trying to pass Lamar. 3 wide going into the turn. Oh man, that was spooky. But even though it was spooky, it wasn't spooky enough. Olsen's taking a pit stop. Some of these slow cars are still slow, even though they haven't even pit yet. Jeepers. Rudolph's been actually gaining his lead, actually. I was going to say he's been losing his lead, but then he just did a faster lap there. So never mind. All Rudolph has to do is 3 more laps. He's going to outlap Higgins-Jones for, I believe, the 2nd time. That one car went 3 laps down today. This is a big track, too. It's a 1-mile road course. Since Allen was able to get by Pringles, man, he's taken off. See if we can find any battles. Not that I know of at the moment. Hey, we got all these lap cars. Jesse Hurrick still in 19th. I still don't know if she pit. She must have pit at some point. Sugar Cookie, Hurrick, and Lollycokin all battling with Gary Jones in 4th, trying to get by him. Gary Jones is going to lap the 100 car. Lucas Bell is caught up to Maxwell Jackson. He's going to probably need 1 more lap to make the pass. There's a lot of people battling. There's just nobody battling good. Jones having a hard time outlapping Lollycokin, that's for sure. John's outlapping a car. Then we got Bell and Jackson. These guys battling for 6th. The Bell can get a run, which he should be able to get a pretty big run going into this corner, I think. We'll see. Oh, there he goes for the pass already. Bell is going to make the pass, most likely going into this turn, and get up to 6th place. Is he going to try to get a top 5 with his whole team once again? Is that even possible? Did they do that last race? Yeah, they did. They got a top 5. All 5 of it, or 4 of his cars. He's only got to pass Tommy Johns now to do so, with 2 laps to go for him. The leader's got like 1.5 or less. Where's the leader at? Holy cow. Way ahead of the race. 11 seconds over 2nd place. It's insane. They're just cruising. There's not much going on with those guys. The battle really is, and same for Murray, the battle really is between these guys back here. I think Bell might be able to catch Johns because Johns has a lot of lap traffic to get by. But Bell's got to get by Smith as fast as he can to do so. Maxwell Jackson gonna struggle to get a top 5 today. Tommy John's definitely gonna make up for his engine failure last race though, if he can finish in the top 5. Lucas Bell barely going for the pass now to outlap the car. Holy cow. And still not able to make the move. That is insane. That allowed Maxwell Jackson to catch up somewhat. Oh my goodness. Bell makes the pass. Jackson needs to get a huge run and pass his lap car on this to have a chance at Bell. And it's just not going to happen. He has a big run, just not enough to take the pass. And that's going to hurt him badly. And yeah, there's no way he's catching up to Johns. Final lap for the leaders. After a very tough day, Rudolph just has to cruise a little bit farther to win this race. He's coming onto the big straightaway after this big turn. Rudolph has a straightaway. And that will be it. This will be all she wrote for the race. Only 1 car DNFs today and no crashes. That is insane. I expected 3 cautions. We got 0. Yet last race we expected 5 cautions and we got 7. So I guess you always got to expect the unexpected. Eugene Rudolph is going to come out of the last turn. And Eugene Rudolph is going to win the Palm Beach 60, I believe, is what we changed it to. Simmons looks like he will finish out in second place. Third is going to go all the way back here to Terry Murray, who is the winner last race and should still be the points leader. Fourth is going to go to Gary Jones. Fifth looks like it's easily going to be Tommy Johns. Sixth is going to go to Lucas Bell. Seventh is going to go to Maxwell Jackson. Eighth is going to go to Michael Roy Jones. Ninth is going to go to Jeremiah Washington. 10th is going to go to Robert Allen. 11th will go to Pringles Man. And everybody else is finished already, I think, of Huston Higgins and all them. 11 cars on the lead lap by the end of the race. They're not quite finished yet. Pringles Man still needs to finish, and so does this guy. And that will be the end of the race. Can you guys believe the clinic Rudolph put on after he took the lead? I did not think he was that much faster than Simmons there. At the end, he just took off, too. It wasn't even close. Great day once again for Bell Racing as they all finished top 6. They're definitely the cars to beat. Holy cow. I think we still gotta wait for another car to finish. Of Price. And yeah, don't go anywhere. Let's go take a look at the results and the finish points. Here are the results. Rudolph started third, led 19 of the last 19 laps basically. And yeah. Well, there's only been 3 late changes. I have no idea how. Rudolph must have took the lead. Simmons must have passed him back, and then Rudolph must have passed him back to do it at the end. Must have been what happened. Simmons did start the pole, so I think that's what happened. So Simmons led 11 laps. These are the only 2 cars to lead laps. Murray 5th of 3rd, 4th for Jones, 5th for Johns, 6th for Bell, 7th for Jackson, Jones 8th, Washington 9th, and Robert Allen 10th. Hard Charge award is probably going to go to Huston Higgins. I mean, he only passed 6 cars, but that's probably the most. 24th to 18, that's also, I believe, 6 cars. That's Sugar Cookie. He had a lot of work to do today, that's for sure. Tough day for Neil Hurrick. He didn't even race the first race of the season. This one he blows up. Also, bad news for him is that he was already doing bad to begin with. Started 32nd and he's running about 34th, I think, when his engine gave out. So, bad day for Jensen. Holy cow, his team sucks. But anyway, let's take a look at the standings. Murray is still the points leader by 15 over his teammate Simmons. Rudolph jumps into the top 3 after winning a race, and he's 18 points back. Really close so far. Gary Jones 20 points back. Lucas Bell 25. Jackson, Pringles Man, Eggins, Jones, and Howard round out your top 10. The best car to only do 1 race so far is Wilford, who did not race the road course today. Peter Cheeks, same thing. He did not race the road course today. This Howard did. I believe this is Adrian Howard in the 48, who must be slightly worse than Peter Cheeks because he did 1 position worse. Shaw raced the first time today. Bones raced the first time today. Reckington's missed the race last time. Pumpernickel was new. Brian Brandt was new today. Rogers, I believe, did not race today. Olsen. I'm not sure about Olsen either, and Neil Herrick was new today, but he DNF'd. So yeah, we got a DNF with Cray. Oh, it's because he raced twice. Didn't we have 2 DNFs? Wow, Tommy Johns is up to 12th with a DNF of the season. That's not bad. Next race is the Airbase 100. Airbase Speedway, another half-mile dirt track. It's going to be way better than this last one, that's for sure. And after Airbase, we go to Daytona Beach Road Course, which this one will be way more interesting. It's scheduled for 25 laps, but we might have to shrink it. It's a 4.1 mile track. It's huge. Then we go to Drummond, another half-mile dirt track. Then we go to a tiny dirt track. Bradford is another, I believe it's a dirt track, but I'm not sure. Then we go to North Wilkesboro, which is a paved track. Montgomery, another paved track. Langhorne, another dirt track, I believe. Milwaukee Mile, now that's going to be a fun one. Hickory, I believe, is another dirt track. Trenton is a speedway. Now that one's going to be fun. Eldora, Martinsville, Richmond Fairgrounds, which is Richmond Raceway before it was big. North Carolina State Fairgrounds, and so on and so forth. We have 43 more races this season, and we ended at Oxford Plains, which is just straight up insane. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button, subscribe for more, comment suggestions for future videos. Comment if you want to create any other drivers, or join the Discord chat in the link in the description below, and we got a tab you can create drivers there. Anyway, guys, we'll see you guys next time, and we'll probably see you in some streams. See you guys.